lady. That's funny. It's funny to me. Okay. Hi, YouTube. Welcome. Hi, Miracle. Okay, we're going to get started making this. Rob, just so I finish my thought. Yes, going to Nashville, 2 mini gigs, a commercial and a house flip. And I was just thinking if I was going to be there, I could always get them done in Las Vegas. I was just trying to mix it up a bit. So yes, I will definitely share whichever way I decide to go. Or maybe I do both. I could get those AI ones done today. Today. Hi, YouTube. Thank you for joining in. TikTok is right here. And we are going to join in and prepare this. You can judge me if you need to. Oh, you do, Rob. Thank you. Thank you. If anybody specializes in headshots, and particularly for people who don't like their picture taken. Deb Talk! Deb Talk's in the house. YouTube. If you haven't joined over on TikTok, you can, or you can stay right here. We're going to get started with this. Deb, you have a battle today too, don't you, Deb? Come on. Oh, no, it's Jordan has today. There's so much going on. And something to know, Labor Day weekend, it's long holiday weekend. I am going to make this, and I'm going to get the air fryer out now and get started. And oh, hey, thank you for the gift. That is awesome. You're today too, Debs. Oh, my doodles. YouTube, on TikTok, we have battles. And so we got a big afternoon going down, but we're going to get started with this. And it is buffalo wings. And the plan was to do chicken, but I don't know what happened. I don't have any chicken in my freezer. No, nothing. Okay, that sounds good. If I don't see you come in or out or whatever, ciao, ciao, my friends. You know what we're going to do? We're going to grab the fish from the refrigerator. TikTok, wait right there. YouTube is going to go with me. Hi, everybody. How are you? So you got your light on. I am grabbing the fish, which has been thawing in the refrigerator. Let me get the door. Hi, how are you? That's very close. This is what we're making. Hi. Now, I have been thawing the fish. Oh, I got to have a quick... Yes, Rob, because they're on the portable one. I am this close. Oh, my gosh. Glamour shots. When I was starting in makeup, I did for like 2 days. I couldn't last over at the Glamour Shot. Only when my child was little did he like to eat a fish stick, but he never really got into eating fish. And the funny thing about Labor Day weekend is that normally, for years, my family would charter out of Long Beach, California, over to Catalina Island, and we would fish right there. Whatever we caught, don't let that Fukushima bother you. Whatever we caught, we would just eat it. And it was so good. And Michael's right there on the wharf will prepare whatever you caught. They catch fresh sand dabs. It's so delicious. I think I'm going to give these up after this weekend. Oh, hello, YouTube. Thank you for joining. Thank you for your kind words. And I don't want to be eating or drinking the colors. Let's get started. We're going to need a little bit of oil. And should I use the coconut oil or should we use vegetable oil? Debs, just in case, Rob was saying he might have somebody in his network, YouTube, who's in your network. I'm heading out to Nashville. I need to get new headshots. Debs, I don't like having my photo. And I was going to do the AI headshots, or maybe just find somebody in Nashville and get them done. And yes, you're right, Rob. We know there's no kids in the house if I'm going to be making fish. Bobby, hey Bobby Op, come on in. The fish has already thawed. We're gonna grab the air fryer. This is actually my son's air fryer, and I have started to like using it, and I want to have it because I'm trying to have something that doesn't heat up the house, but at the same time, it's called a New Wave. I don't know where it came from. True story. My son's high school friend is like, dude, my parents are getting rid of their air fryer. Do you want it? And he was like, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and plug it in and get it heating up. And I was canning this morning, so that's why the dishes are messy. And I'm like, why would I? Oh, we need light. Yeah! Why would I clean the kitchen if I'm just going to cook again? So let's go ahead and read the instructions. It says the packet. It asks for chicken wing pieces. We don't have any chicken. We have fish. And we're going to do 2 tablespoons of oil. Directions are put your fish or wings. Have you tried this? Has anybody tried this before I even open the package? Anybody? So, place wings in large bowl, drizzle with oil, sprinkle with seasoning, toss to coat. Let us get started. Can you guys, oh, hi YouTube, my apologies. Let me tighten the nut. Can you see what we're doing? I'm going to bring this down so it doesn't make a glare. You guys, may I share with you about tastemakers? Okay, so what we're going to do first is get this tossed in the spices, and then we're going to put parchment paper in here. I like how this is tied just like somebody's grandma. Well, amen. Tastemakers coming up, and you notice when I start talking, the hands stop moving. Bull, buck and bull. I double dog dare you to name this film. Buck and bull, buck and bull. And he says, yes, yes, back in the bull. You get the props if you can guess that film. Name that film. And then we'll do the parchment paper. And, hi, John. What's going on with Tastemakers this season? I'm really excited about this. It's similar to our chef-off. Back in bowl, back in bowl. The character said that. This season, we're going to model, hi, John. We're going to model after our chef-off, where it'll be one chef versus the other, agency versus agency. And what's going to happen is they will give us 3 ingredients, X, Y, Z, and start. We will automatically just have to start and cook on the show. And at the very end, we have a battle. Hi, John. Thank you for those gifts, Sean. John. Sorry about that. And here's the other thing. I am so hungry. Okay, the fish is pollock. So I have these. Smells good. Oh, Rob, I'm hungry. Okay. So the funny thing about the weather outside is that it's super hot, 103, but it's also, we need to dry this. Hi. It's trying to storm. Oh, Deb, thanks for greeting in on John. John came in last night and helped on the battle. I need to squish off some of the water. Did we decide if we want to use coconut oil or do we want to do vegetable oil? What do you think? Here we go. Oh, fish juice. Okay. Now, Looking good. This was super frozen. Oh my gosh, it's the last paper towel. Make a wish. Fish oil. John. YouTubes, would you guys let me know in the chat? YouTube, TikTok. Let me know if, I think I'm going to do the vegetable oil. 10W30. YouTube, John on TikTok is making a joke. He's like, use 10W30. I'm like, I think that's 5W30. What kind of vehicle you got? Okay, let me show you what I have in here. It's people. I'm just joking. It is not. That was a bad joke. Forgive me. All right, I wish they were all, should we cut them? Joshua, thank you for asking. I'm running a scientific test with the air fryer. I was sharing a TikTok. I don't normally use stuff like this. I'm all about farm to face. And WD-40, come on, Rob, this TikTok's making jokes. So we're gonna make air fryer buffalo fish. This is the fish knee. And I'm gonna make it, but I think I wanna make these smaller. Stay right there. I got to get the cutting board and a knife. Meow. Let's go ahead and cut these. Now I can already see that I'm gonna have a challenge because every time I dry them off, what do you call it when you cut a fish knee in two? Does anybody get the joke about what part of the snake is it? The knee. What part of the fish is it? The knee. YouTube, I see SK is asking, hey, you guys, pinch Zero and ask him if he figured out how to mirror the phone on the television, because what happens is I'm enjoying visiting with you, but so the print is so small. I can hardly see what you're saying, Joshua, the broken knee. I just feel like I want to make a little more bite size. And what challenge? I'm going to save a bite for the cat. I don't think I like let me cut that off. Half of it. This is for the sake of science. So we're going to take that off. Let us dry the fish one more time. Actually, let's go like this. Can you see what I'm doing? Can you see all right? Holler at me if you can't see what we're making. And I had, ready? 1, 2, 3. And squeeze your fish. Squeeze your fish. I'm curious, what are you doing for the Labor Day weekend? I was just reading that there's going to be, I'm in the USA, by the way, that there is going to, thank you, SK, that there's going to be record travel, and it's already doing anything. I'm not. And I'm not mad at it. I'm just not, well, I mean, I guess if somebody gifted me a trip, I would, but I'm saving my money, you guys. Here we go. We're going to open it. 1, 2. John Davis. There's footage of your weekend. Okay, you guys on YouTube, on TikTok, they must be rock stars because they're going to have reservations. I am not saying it out loud, John. And then oh, it smells good. There's going to be footage. So I have my bowl full of thawed fish knees, and I'm going to sprinkle this all on. I'm not going to complain, but I'd like to make a statement, and that is, I don't think that color is natural. And one of my big things going forward to finish out 2024 is I want to dial in and have radically vibrant health, like really, really, really Zoolander, really, really good health. I got to grab the oil. It says 2 tablespoons, but I'm gonna just zhush it. Meow. Okay, and ooh, can you smell? Can you see? All right. Here we go. Let me just lightly toss it because I don't want to break up my pieces of fish. You guys, we might be onto something like this. And if you're like, well, what's your side? Oh. All right, keep going. It's live. I don't know if the buffalo fish was a good idea. Set it aside and keep going. The show must go on, my friends. Let's cut some parchment paper. I'm over here in the cabinet. I'll be right there. Okay, fish is set aside. Hi there. Let me see. Andre? Hi, Andre. Welcome on YouTube. Everybody over on TikTok, welcome Andre into the YouTube. And Joshua is saying I'll have good health and that, yeah, okay, better physical activity. Oh, Andre, we just finished the workout on the TikToks. Well, John, I think it's going to taste good. Lek, this is my personal opinion. You can see I'm using regular old, it's great value because I'm a Walmartian. I'm using parchment paper. Let me guess, that's backwards. Looks like this. I've already cut a few and then in my basket. It's not a very big one. Let me know in the comments if you have, ta-da, just like that. So let's visit the instructions one more time. It says to arrange them in a single layer and then to air fry for 18 to 20 minutes until the skin is crispy. It's called Fiskin? Got it. Here we go. Hi, Eunice. Welcome on in on YouTube. So, oh my gosh, there was two. Somebody needs to start wearing their glasses, their reading glasses. Directions. 380, 18 minutes. Okay. While I want this to set up just a moment, may we play a round or two of flip and dip? High five. High five. I just want to encourage you. I know that things may look kind of spicy, topsy-turvy out there. While we wait for this to just set up, I'm checking the time right now. Let's give it 2 more minutes to really kind of marinate. And this is my book. It's called Open Your Eyes 365. It is an encouragement journal. It's got a little bit right there to encourage you. And then on the top, you write something from the morning and then something in the evening. In the chat, get ready. John, in my little town, I am the fire department. Make you feel better? And you're like, what about 911? Well, I'm the sheriff too. YouTube, in the chat, please get ready. If I may, I would love to just drop you a good one. So I'm going to flip, and then you comment stop when it's time to dip. Okay? On your mark, get set, go. You tell me to stop. Hi, Marcus. Come on in. Drop a stop, and I will. Dun, 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 dun. Da, 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 dun, da, dun, da. Oh, Joshua, thank you for the stop. Deb, thank you for the stop. Woo! You guys, YouTube, you got page 26. TikTok, you got page 27. Page 26 says, teach what you know. Teach what you know. Every single one of us has something that we know that is a precious piece of wisdom, encouragement. It could be as simple as tie your shoes. For somebody who doesn't know how to loop the rabbit around and to go into the burrow and come out the other side, it would be invaluable. So our first one is teach what you know. And then the second one, page 27, it's focus on what you know. So I have been posting some short clips of some older videos from Labor Day weekend a century ago. Yes, Joshua, thank you so much. And I used to do a series out at Ipsy OS, blah, blah, blah. The point is, when I read Focus on What You Know, page 27, it's really hitting home for me because, you guys, I think I've been on the encouragement game for a really long time, and I found a video from, I think it's 8 years ago. It's where I've got the blue and white shirt on with the pink background. I don't know why when I was at Ipsy OS out at the studio, I had a bright pink background. Like, what are you thinking? Should we do one? Let me. Oh, I was gonna flip them. There's no flip going on in there. We're in need of a spatula. One moment. Or a spoon. We're in need of a spoon. Okay, let's turn these over one more time. We'll play one more round of flip and dip, and then we're gonna put these buffalo fish knees into the air fryer, which let's preheat. Basket. On. Start. Preheating. Go. Okay, it's going. Now, we're going to go ahead. We've just turned those fish over. Xenomorph is here. She wants to give you a hug. She wants to give you a hug. Here. Shit, yeah. Xenomorph wants to give you a hug. Hi. I collect these because I guess I got nothing else to do with my life. All right, so let's layer these in here, and then we'll play flip and dip one more time. Zero, are you here? Did you figure out how to mirror the phone with the television? YouTube, just teach me something, please. I have to run it on the app on the phone, but I want to mirror it. This is like supposed to be hand signs for mirror on the television or on a monitor so that it's bigger, because otherwise we're all right here on my phone. Let's go. This fish knee is for you. Joshua, have a fish knee? John, would you like a fish knee? Yes, you would. Buffalo fish knee coming up. Deb, for the motherland. Some fish. Oh boy, don't get me started on that time I ate at Gordon Ramsay's fish and chips joint on the Link in Las Vegas. I love fish and chips. Okay, here we go. Okay, the chat on TikTok is a little spicy. We're having some spicy conversations. The instructions said not to crowd it, to which I'm like, Bootsy, please. Let me take a minute and just get these lined in here. I've already made a doodle of a mistake. Friends, some of the pieces, I didn't want to touch it, but I'm gonna have to touch it. Some of the pieces are thick like a thumb, and I have these pieces that are kind of small. No bueno. Let them all be similar in size and thickness. Oh, okay. Did anybody have a working flux capacitor or possibly anything that does, not time travel? I don't want to do a road trip, and I don't certainly want to get on a flight right now, but if I could, I would go to Disneyland today. I've never been to the Star Wars new Millennium Falcon. What do they call that area now? Does anybody know? Let me know in the chat, guys. I've never been. It was just before the lockdown, spring break. I was planning to take my son. We had some passes from being over at Disney, and we never even made it to spring break, and then the pass never mind. If I could flux capacitor right now, I would just zip out. You think, oh, yes. Okay, Joshua, TikTok Joshua is saying if we let this marinate longer, it'll taste better. And I agree. So I have some, when I'm canning and there's leftover, we call it the dregs. D-R-E-G-S, the dregs. And family-wise and community-wise, they're always asking, do you have any dregs? Like, no, you can have my dregs. I eat my dregs. William, Welcome, William. William just came in the room over on TikTok. I am gonna save 3 pieces. Joshua, you're right. 3 of those pieces are gonna stay in marinade. Oh, I should put fish. I should put it back in the fridge. Right back. Woo! Thank you for waiting. Commercial break. William, I'm glad you're back. Here we go. Can you see that? All right. Let's go. The New Wave air fryer has been preheating just for a few minutes, and then we're gonna put it in there. Hi, Lil Jared. TikTok over on YouTube. Lil Jared just came in too. You're having tuna salad. I'm making fish knees in an air fryer, buffalo spice. This is what's going on. I don't know what's gonna go on. If I could pick, let me know in the chat. I bet if we did alligator bite, I don't know about the alligator knee, but I think alligator tail, if it was marinated in this with like a little apple cider vinegar, I think the alligator tail would be delicious. But in goes our fish knees. I'm gonna hit stop, open, and drum roll, everybody, drum roll. Okay. Hi, welcome, Ratty Batty. I'm glad you're in the chat today. Miracle, we're giving it a go. The timer is set. That thing is gonna beep when it's ready. I just wanna, William, you have a meeting coming up with Bandai Namco. High five, friend. Way to go. Way to go. All right, you guys. So I thought we'd play while we wait while it cooks. We're gonna have a little time together. And first and foremost, what I wanna know is, one, what are you doing for the long holiday weekend? 2, what would you put in this marinade? Come on. I already think we should test alligator tail. And I live in the desert, and true story, if you catch a snake, once there's good meat on that snake, okay? You can jerky it, you can jerk sauce it, like Caribbean jerk. You can pickle it. There's just so many ways. So what is an unconventional meat or vegetable? We could do cauliflower in this if you are eating vegetarian. Hi, little Jared. Yeah, alligator's not bad. Ooh, crab sounds good. Ratty Batty. Dear me, venison is so healthy. What? TikTok just dropped a surprise. Trend's working tomorrow. Oh my gosh, that is the high five. That is amazing. I just love to hear good news like that. Okay, and Joshua, you don't want to eat any snake? Okay, no snake for you, Joshua. Just sometimes on the property, you can't have the snake around the pets, the livestock, the family. So if you see one and it's like a rattlesnake and it's a bad one, let the corn snakes live, but anybody else, you gotta go. And you just simply remove the head and bury it. And then, hi, Texas Thor, come on in. And then you get the skin off, tack it on a board, salt it so that you can reuse the skin, and it's beautiful. This is the one thing YouTube has got to get started on. Marga, hi, honey. Thank you. Marga dropped me like a silly heart. And it's one of the things I love about TikTok is we get to play these games. And that was really fun. Oh my gosh, you guys. Let me waft some of that scent over. You guys, it smells good. It smells good. Wow. All right, all right, all right. That's a good thing. So there was one other reason why why I picked this is that I feel like here in the United States, we're coming up on a long holiday weekend. If you're like me, you don't want to be really cooking much and not a lot of dishes. So I thought, what a fast, easy way for you to prepare a like party snack food for the family. And who doesn't like buffalo flavor? I like buffalo flavor. And you could choose to dip in ranch or blue cheese and marga. It's not, I'm going to hold it up close so you can see it. It's supposed to be chicken wings, but I didn't have any chicken wings. I didn't have chicken. I had fish. It's pollock, Pollock. I was thinking it was like the Spanish pronunciation, payak, payak, fish. Anywho, we're making this because I wanted to test a recipe, wanted to try it. I want to use the air fryer for healthy food. I want to just experiment. And I don't know the exact date. I just went to grab my phone to look at the calendar. There's one right here. We're going to play flip and dip in just a moment. YouTube's, this is new for you. I'm so glad you're here. Over here on TikTok, we've been doing Tastemakers Live cooking show Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're coming back for season 2. And YouTube, come on in. Let me, a little hug for you. I'm bringing you in. So the show is on TikTok, but I'm bringing you in because you deserve too. And now I'm looking at the calendar. Oh, it must be a love note. Oh, it's not. It's a bill. I don't know for sure. I think we're coming back on the 18th. So get a tattoo or mark your calendar that Tastemakers Live cooking show will come back for season 2. I'm pretty sure it's September 18th. And why I wanted you to come along on the journey is because much like our chef off, we are going to be doing challenges. Ratty Batty, you have a delicious lunch and thank you for joining me. All of TikTok says hello and have a beautiful lunch. But we're going to keep going. Let me check the timer. 12 minutes. 12 minutes. 12 minutes till the lights go on. Okay, commercials over. Oh, speaking of commercials, TikTok, Deb. I've seen it happen on YouTube before. Yesterday in my live on TikTok, an ad came through my chat. And at first I was mad about it. But then I was like, this is brilliant. This is brilliant. Mark my words, I've been saying it for months now, that entertainment distribution will switch to a frictionless direct-to-social model. I said what I said. I said what I said. And when I saw the ad come through in the chat, I was like, Bootsy, please, it's here. It's here. If you see the light changing in the house, it's not alien invasion. It's that there is a monsoon storm trying to roll in, and it's going sunlight, cloud, sunlight, cloud. Okay, while we're waiting for that, I can hear it shifting down. Does anybody want a flip and dip? I do. I want to share a little happy something with you, but it only works if you pick it. So get your thumbs ready. That's a drum roll. And tell me when to stop, and I will. And then that message will be just for you. Just an encouragement so that going into this long weekend, going into the new month, can you believe it's September? Joshua! Page 328, Joshua says, Life is about adding more value. TikTok, the message is life is about adding more value. Hi, Rosemary. Who can you add value to? And I think my most favorite thing about this is that sometimes you just need to start with the person in front of you. When you wake up in the morning and you see yourself and you're looking in that mirror, at that moment, how can you add value to yourself? Are you going to drink more water? Are you going to get more body movement? Debs! Deb says, you add value to my life, Sherilyn. Oh, I love you. Oh, I love you. Thank you. I could say quid pro quo. You add value to my life. Now, Lil Jared. Oh, it says, well, I added you are cooking. Yeah, I am cooking, Joshua. I am. And then that was Joshua's. So I want to do one more because Lil Jared had said stop. And that one is, this is a word. This is a word. Lil Jared, your stop is on page 188, and it says, if you aren't climbing forward, you are sliding back. Come on. That's a firm word for you. I probably had to tell that to myself many times. This book came out of a really dark, hard time for me. And I wonder what was going on in my life if I had to tell myself, if you aren't climbing forward, you are sliding back. And I like to apply it to today. Actually, I feel like making the fish knee air fryer is a bit of a step forward because we're learning something new. We're trying something different. William says, multiplayer games. Fun. Congratulations, William. Okay, I know you can't smell it. I love the chef, Emeril Lagasse. Bam! And he would always say, you got smell-o-vision? Like, oh, it smells good. We're going to give it one more minute in there. And then we're going to open it and turn the pieces. I'm going to grab the tongs. Grabbing tongs, grabbing tongs, grabbing tongs. Tongs, grabbing tongs, grabbing tongs. Thank you, Joshua. Yes, I'm adding value by cooking, demonstrating, and teaching something new. I love it. I love it. Now, it's funny, I was going to reach for the phone and ask. I encourage you, as I am challenging myself, to go from December 30, not the 31st, use that last day to just enjoy. Going from 100 days, from December 30th, what is 100 days back? I'm pretty sure it lands at towards the end of September, beginning of October. Here's why I say it. I think there's still so much time left to really accomplish some great goals, whether it's fitness, health, wellness, finance, something you want to do in your life. I think there's time, but you really gotta write it down and take action on it. Set a target. So my target is I'm working on my TikTok, YouTube's. We're along for the ride together. I don't know. Set a target. And I'm working on my fitness because I want to have radical, vibrant health. And on that's why I'm like, I got to stop drinking these. I don't even know what color that is. FD and C, yellow number 5, number 7. It's not healthy. These are flavored waters. I love them. I don't recommend it because look at the color. That's not natural. It's time to turn the fish. I'm going to take out something to put that on the table. my child. Okay, can you see? Let me hold it for you. Can you see? Perky villain. We're cooking buffalo fish knees. Now, oh, you guys. You see that? Oh! Okay. Ooh, the fish is just falling apart. I'm going to put lemon all over this. Let me turn it over. Hey, Joshua, thank you for sharing that. Let those other pieces really marinate. Okay, so what's happening in here that's good is that fish is starting to flake apart. I'm gonna grab a lemon. Oh, okay, it's starting. We need a lemon. I feel like the lemon, can I just share some? Hi, Archangel, how are you? Come on in. The lemon is so powerful because if you remember Sudden Powder and Stop the Insanity, and she was saying, she was encouraging you to eat food that didn't come in a package, but that came in nature's wrapper. And when you look at the lemon, you can use every part of this. We can zest it, we can juice it. Sorry. When I was a child, went to Catholic school. Those nuns are so mean. I think it's because their habit is so tight. But I'd get home from a stressful day, Catholic school, my little schoolgirl uniform, and I can remember my mom like, don't play in your uniform, change your clothes. I didn't have time for that. I was a latchkey kid. So I would come bursting in the house, and I would go right to the refrigerator to get the lemon, full lemon, cut it, salt, and I would go sit down in front of the television to watch Gilligan's Island. My mom would be like, where's those lemons? This is what I considered a treat after school. So I got to grab us a plate to plate up our fish. I'm right here, you guys. Hey, I don't know what you call these. It's not a bowl, like a deep bowl, and it's not a flat plate. It's kind of the flagel. Are you guys eating flagels? It's a flat bagel. Oh, thank you. I appreciate your kind words, YouTube. So I just like it because sometimes you're going to eat something that you want to have a little bit of juice, but not a deep bowl. That's why we've got this. To get more juice out of your lemon, you can either microwave it, and I'm pointing towards mine as if that helps you. Sorry. Or you roll it around. That's what I do. Not too hard, just enough to tell it to give up the juice. You know what I noticed? Now, it could be me. Perky, hi. Is that, yeah, it could be like a breakfast bowl, Perky. It just doesn't have, it's not super deep, but it's not a flat plate. I bought them for that because you're in between. Nobody has said that you're doing anything pow wow wow for Labor Day weekend. Is that because it snuck up on you? Snuck up on me, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna cut the ends off. I'm not a smoker. If you are, I'm sure you know this, how to naturally have the essential oil in the pith if you rub your fingers in it. And I learned this because one of my bosses was a heavy smoker, but you could never tell she smoked. You know why? Because after smoking, she would rub her nails on the lemon oil and the lemon. There's so many uses for this. Anyhow, moving on. Moving on. When it gets stormy, I feel like it gives, like it irritates the asthma. So I'll have another sip of chemicals here. 1, 2, 3. So good. And so I was saying that I noticed that nobody has any like wild plant. Rob does. Rob on TikTok, YouTube has wild plants to the point where he says there's going to be video. I don't have big plans. I am going to be home and I'm going to do some deep cleaning, some canning. I'm going to start watching The Rings of Power Season 2 on Amazon Prime. Are you watching? Hi, Rosemary. If you're watching, don't tell me any spoilers. Just let me know if it's yay or nay. And here's why I ask. Because I saw some comments on Twitter and they had some sassy things to say. Oh, Joshua, thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate that. And my heart is to educate and entertain and serve my community. I want to help. Hi, Rosemary. How are you doing? How are you? We're cutting up this lemon. Rosemary, did you hear that? You know what time it is. The fish is done. Just take a deep breath and let it set a moment. All of me wants to just rip it out, check it out. No, we're going to give it a moment. Lemon, lemon. When I eat fish, I like malt vinegar on it. I like lemon. And I was just at one of my favorite quick service restaurants, Culver's. Do you guys have a Culver's in your area? It's a Midwestern chain, but it's here in the Southwest too. And I'm normally a die-hard In-N-Out burger eater. But, oh, speaking of food, you guys, so I go Nashville and I'm home, 1-day gig, just grip it and rip it. That's why when I see that I have to be to Tastemakers on the 18th, I was like, coffee. I'll be in Austin and I always eat Salt Lick barbecue. Where do you get your barbecue from? If there's something better than Salt Lick, and not trendy, I mean like really good barbecue. Smoky, sweet, spicy, hint of salt barbecue. I have cut this lemon into like a finger wedge. William, that's awesome. Power up, my friend. Keep playing until you get there. Robin, welcome back in. I was just asking, and you too, YouTube, who is your go-to barbecue in Austin? Austin, Texas? This, are we ready? It's time. It's time, friends. Let's go. Ready? I'm going to power it off. Oh, yeah. You guys, this might be a thing. This just might be a thing. The smell is good. The fish knee. Let me take a... I like the color. It could be a winner. All right. I'd like it to be quasi pretty. So I want to get these chunks up. I don't like putting it on a bed of lettuce. Well, here we have it, my friends. We tried something new. I want to give it just a moment to set. It is the McCormick brand air fryer, Frank's RedHot buffalo seasoning. I think you could sprinkle this on your cauliflower, potato, French fries, chicken. I don't know if I would use it on steak because steak is usually needs a bolder, I was going to say fragrance, bolder spice, like a white meat, like a fish or chicken, maybe pork. I think we try it. I'm going to try it need a fork. I'm going to try it without the lemon on it and then add the lemon. Okay. Wow. Okay. Here we go. One of the ways to tell if it's fully cooked is, hot. Okay. You want the first bite? Here you go. You too. Yes, Deb. Chicken would be my go-to as well. And I don't know if you saw the beginning. What happened was, my son's been gone. I would never make fish at home because I don't want to make 2 meals. And he doesn't like fish. I love fish. I like ocean fish, not river fish. And I didn't have any chicken. I need to go to the store. I didn't have any chicken wings. I didn't have any like chicken nuggets or chicken strips, anything I could roll it in. And then I had fish. And I thought, I should use it. Here we go. Less talk, more taste. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's spicy. You guys, I wasn't ready for that. It's spicy. Well, golly. I love spice. Ooh. TikTok on YouTube, Sunil says, curry iguana and dumplings. How do you make your dumplings, Sunil? Okay, Joshua, you're right. Put lemon on it. Okay, first bite. I like it. And first impression is, wow, buffalo on fish is kind of different. And like a air fried fish. It's not like a grilled fish or fried fish. I definitely think buffalo chicken is the winner all the time. But we cut up our lemon, so let's go in here. Rosemary, you want ranch on the side with your fish, your buffalo fish knee. Did anybody figure out? John, are you in here? Because John, I know you would know the film reference of who says, well, what part is this? And the mama says, the knee. Name that film, you guys. Name that film for a high five. Okay, I have gone completely, I could just, so good. Okay, I soaked this piece in lemon. Good. Good. It's a win. Excuse me. It's definitely a win. We got here sideways by accident. Hi, Sherry. Sherry, I'm keeping my elbow greased for Tastemakers. And Sherry, I got YouTube's on over here. They want to come watch Tastemakers too. I seem to remember this was less than $2. Maybe it's $1.50, something like that. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. And here's why. Though we just air fried the fish knee, marinated in this, I think when you need fast party food and you're thinking, oh yeah, football season coming up, I'm going to want to watch it. And I want to have as healthy as possible. I think if you use this with your own chicken, alligator tail, Sunil is recommending some iguana. And I did fish. Overall, the point was to try a new flavor. I tried it. I think it would be worth buying again. Oh, Sunil, thank you. So on the YouTube chat, Sunil was saying, oh, we should do curry iguana. I love curry. Deb, curry and chapatis, please. And then he mentioned dumplings, and I was like, well, what kind of dumplings? And he said flour, salt, and water. That's how I would make my dumplings here. I would be pinch of salt, pinch of sugar, and work the dough a bit, and then boil. Oh, wow, you guys, we did it. High five. High five, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This was a surprise. I'm going to finish eating it, and I was thinking maybe some rice. I'm going to cook the final pieces that are still marinating in the refrigerator. And while I bring those out and let them come to room temp, I think I'm going to make like basmati rice to put it over. And maybe I'll make a little bit of a sauce, like a ranch sauce. I have a little bit buttermilk ranch with my buffalo fish knee. It's a win. It's worth your $2. I don't know how much it really costs, but I'm going to guess it's $2 or less. Of course, at the Walmart, because I'm a Walmartian. Thank you for being with me. Before I go, look at that pile of dishes. Ah! I canned blueberry jam this morning. I was given a lot of blueberries, and I can use a few in my smoothie in the morning, but what are you going to do? So I boiled it down and turned it into jam. That's what that big mess is over there that I keep trying to hide. Don't look over there. Don't look over there. But before I go, I just want to say I'm so glad you're here. If you want one more flip and dip, you tell me and we'll do it. We'll play one more time. And coming up, the thing on my YouTube, I'll post, I think it's posted for you too. I would love to have you join me live Saturday night, 7 p.m. is the final Finding Chupa mini episode. Guess who has to finish editing it? You want page 57? Yes, Deb. Thank you, honey. Page 57. I think for sure the interviewer will be here Saturday after that episode drops. And I'd just love to know your thoughts. Oh, Deb, it's so good. Sunil, thank you for visiting Trinidad and Tobago. Such beautiful country. Thank you, Sunil. So what happened on TikTok, I was asking, should we play one more time? And Deb Talk, follow her come on everybody, follow Deb. At Deb Talk, she says, may I have page 57, please? To which I'm like, amen, yes you may. And I go right to it. And the page says, be deliberate and consistent. Is that not a word for today or what? When you're thinking about your investment strategy, be deliberate and consistent. When you're thinking about removing weird food colors, just funky stuff in your food, be deliberate and consistent. That's my goal. I'm like, I got to get it firm to face. No more weird colors. When we think about serving our communities online, be deliberate and consistent. Join me Saturday night at 7 p.m. Okay, and then when we think about our fitness, we've been doing the lunchtime workout for 2 months now. Tina, Love, and Will always joins in. We do a lunchtime workout, and we are being deliberate and consistent. Yes, Deb. Deb Talk, she shared on TikTok that to keep renewing your mind, I don't know about you, but sometimes I have to turn the notifications off on the phone, because what happens is I will be working, thinking, doing, and I'll see a notification. It'll be like a news notification, and it can be negative, but I need to be deliberate and consistent and focus for my mind. I'm going to share the other page. I'm going to share the other page one more time. It says, make your mark. That's a great way to finish up our live. Make your mark. Be deliberate and consistent. Make your mark. Open your eyes 365. Available on the old Amazons. Make your mark. I love when Gary V encourages people. Gary Vaynerchuk encourages people. This was a harsh thing to hear, because he was talking about reposting, and it's why I reposted those videos from 8 years. They're Labor Day weekend videos from 8 years ago. 8 years ago. TikTok, been over here on the YouTubes, not since it started, but 15 or 16 years. That's how I have an 8-year-old video there. And I was listening to Gary Vaynerchuk, and he's like, nobody saw it. Repost it. nobody cares, nobody's watching. Just go ahead and repost your content. And even if somebody saw it once before, put it out again, let somebody see it a second time. And I felt like that was a beautiful piece of wisdom and encouragement. And my videos from Ipsy OS, I love the studio. It had the best camera, best audio. Everything was at your fingertip to use and create with. And I just love the content that came out of Ipsy OS. And they've gone on to other things, as have I. And I just reposted it because all y'all on TikTok have not seen a thing from that because it's over here on the YouTube. And YouTube, guess what? It's 8 years old. You probably haven't seen it either. So thank you so much. Just super duper thank you. I'm gonna come in and give you a hug. Do you want a hug? Come here. YouTube, come on this side. TikTok on this side. Come here. So good. So good. You need a hug for the rest of your day. I will be back on live. Well, it won't be me, not Cheryl. The interviewer will be with you Saturday, tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Pacific. The final episode of the mini series in Finding Chupa will be going live at 7. And I have it on good account that the interviewer will be able to answer any questions about Chupacabra, expeditions, mythology, legends, and lores tomorrow after that episode launches. So probably 7:05 p.m., the interviewer will be there to help you if you need help or if you're curious. Anywho, you guys, I appreciate you beyond belief. YouTube, I'm going to, look, I'm taking your light. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Boom, 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 boom. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must say good night, YouTube. Good night. Bye, guys. TikTok will be right with ya. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you tomorrow.